East Hartford. Last night we had a town council meeting, and here are the updates. But before I get into the updates of the meeting, I just want to give you guys a couple important updates at the top of the year from our townwide newsletter. And so, as you guys know, Christmas unfortunately is over. So the town right now is conducting Christmas tree disposal. For those who want to dispose of a Christmas tree, we are doing so between Monday, January 5th, all the way through Friday, January 16th. You can put it out by the curb, and our trash vendor, All American Waste, will come and pick it up. Or if you have the means to do so, you can also bring it to the transfer station to have your Christmas tree disposed of there. Want to remind you guys that Monday, January 19th, town offices will be closed in observance of Martin Luther King Day. However, there will be no delay in trash and recycling pickup. So please put your bins out on MLK Day as normally scheduled so that the town can come and pick them up. Want to give a quick shout out and thank you to our police department as well as Park and Recs for another successful year of the Snow Dash, which is a race put on to honor our fallen officer, Brian Azelton. This race took place on Sunday, January 4th at Langford, and it was incredibly successful once again with phenomenal participation. So just want to thank those departments for once again putting on a great event. Also want to remind you guys that the 2026 trash and recycling schedule is now online for you to access. So if you're wondering what the schedule is for 2026, you can access that information on our website. All right, guys, going on to the agenda now. Very, very quick meeting. We only had a few items. Under communications and petitions, we did have a resignation on a board and commission. This is Miss Vanessa Jenkins, who resigned from the commission on services for persons with disability. Want to thank her for her time on this board. She did serve a number of years as the chair, and she's a very active member of our community. So we want to thank you, Vanessa, for that. Under new business, we only had 3 items. One being the request for a bid waiver for Labor Council services with Bertram and Moses. This is essentially the town seeking a bid waiver to continue to work with our existing labor council, who right now is working with us on a number of labor contracts. So while we're in the middle of negotiating these labor contracts, we don't want to change our labor council. So we're going to stick with the same person so we can get these things across the finish line. That was approved. The next 2 items are the same. They were amendments to resolutions for 2 Board of Ed projects. One being the unit ventilator project on Goodwin Elementary School, as well as the East Hartford High School flooring abatement project. We simply just had to revise our resolutions to include some language that the Department of Administrative Services with the state wanted to see in it. That language just really entailed that there was a building committee that was established that also had Board of Ed and town members on it to approve the project and move it forward. And that was also approved. And then we finished up the meeting with some simple appointments and reappointments to our boards and commissions, that we want to thank those individuals who have volunteered their time to give back. All right, my friends, that is all we have for you today. For more information, please visit our website, www.easthartfordct.gov, for more information on the Town Council packet. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you later.